Today I'm gonna be sharing some sketchbook ideas. Some people like to go crazy and completely destroy their sketchbooks. And other people like to go all out and draw like masterpieces in their sketchbooks. Underachievers, overachievers, I fall somewhere in between. I like to get just enough done. But for me, that's what sketches are. It's a sketchbook, not a masterpiece book. What the heck is going on here? I personally just draw on random pieces of paper and collect them. I have like a top secret filing folder that I keep them in. The sketchbook ideas I'm gonna share today are more colorful, not masterpieces. Just a level above whatever this stuff is. I don't really care to make perfect art in my sketchbook. For me, it's more just fun to look back on and flip through. It's memories. So here's my new sketchbook. It feels professional. Wow, sturdy stuff. It's made specifically for watercolor, so the pages are thicker. I figured it'll work well for Posca pens, my weapon of choice. My first sketchbook idea involves sticky notes. I love sticky notes. I use them a lot for everything, so I thought it would be cool to incorporate them into my sketchbook. I'm not just gonna stick in sticky notes. That would be a little boring. I mean, come on. So my idea is basically to just draw a rectangle. Huh? Thinking outside the rectangle today. I've seen people draw a bunch of random shapes and then fill them in with random colors and patterns or whatnot, which I think could be very mindless and relaxing. But that's not what this page is gonna be. It's actually gonna be a giant clipboard. Give me a break. I also drew a little character on the bottom who might look familiar. It's Slappy the Sloth. Wow. I am gonna color him in, so I stuck a page behind this page in case there's any bleeding going on. I pulled out my oh-hoo-hoo markers. Today I've decided to branch out from my Posca pens and dip my toes into the oh-hoo-hoo. Not literally, that would be gross. I'll be using a grand total of 1 oh-hoo-hoo marker today. That's as much oh-hoo-hoo as I can take. I'm just kidding. I really do like them. I just like Posca pens more. I'm using oh-hoo-hoo on the board to give it a kind of different texture from the Sloth when I color him in with Posca. I didn't want the Sloth to blend into the clipboard or anything. Get lost in all that clipboardness. Not that it would. It's a rainbow Sloth. Just checking for any bleeding. Oh yep, it's a bloodbath back there. Oh-hoo-hoos tend to bleed even through this very thick sketchbook paper. Though surprisingly, Poscas do not. So that's another point for Poscas. I mean, I guess Poscas would bleed if you really globbed them on. But why would you ever abuse your Posca pens like that? Shame on you. I never really use the silver Posca pen. I kinda hate it. I feel like it's more watery than the regular colored Posca pens. This is a rare exception I've made. Slappy the Sloth is looking kinda like a monkey right now. But he's not a monkey. He's a sloth. Slappy the Sloth. The reason Slappy the Sloth is on the page is because he motivates me. Keeps me going. Good job. I'm going to be sticking sticky notes onto the clipboard with my goals. For 2021, apparently. Let's not dwell on that. My sketchbook idea for this one is that it's a page for memories. It's memories. So I drew a kidney bean. A bean monster who steals kidneys. No. He's actually supposed to be an elephant. Notice the trunk? Right there. He just also has wings and a poofy tail and looks nothing like an elephant. It looks like an elephant if you don't know what an elephant looks like. Sort of. Maybe if I painted him gray, he'd look more like an elephant. But instead, in the heat of the moment, I decided to make him looking rather peachy. So elephants usually have really good memories, right?
Elephants never forget.
This guy, though, obviously he's not a normal elephant. Clearly, he looks a little dumb. He's not Dumbo the elephant, just Dumb the elephant. Dumb in general. He has a very, very bad memory. He forgets everything. So he carries around his memories in a bag. He's got his name in there, his address, his phone number, his social security, old movie tickets, photographs, his anniversary date, everything one could possibly need to remember. Whenever he has a new memory, he writes it down and adds it to his bag. His bag would probably be a lot bigger than this, but this is all I could fit on the page. This isn't drawn to scale. He's actually the size of a regular elephant, so that bag is actually gigantic in real life. He's got some bad memories in there, or maybe some old baggage he's still carrying around. This one's gonna be a 2-page spread, and I'm pulling out a very, very old, ancient, crusty-looking watercolor palette. I dug this out from the back of my closet. I honestly forgot I even had it. I'm not the best at watercolor. I'm just trying to lay down some background color on this page. I'm trying to make it look like a galaxy in space. Not that you'd find a galaxy anywhere else. I don't know. It's a donut galaxy that also contains giant cookie asteroids sprinkled in. I've previously done the same kind of concept a long time ago on a Starbucks cup, and I loved it so much, so I'm recreating it in my sketchbook. I added some pink galaxies and some blue blue galaxies. The pink galaxy kinda ended up looking like bacon. That was unintentional. There's a bunch of little white stars in the donut space galaxy. I wish I had flicked some white paint on with a paintbrush over the galaxy instead. If I were to do this again, that's what I would probably do. Okay, love it. Moving on. Oh, I got a little paint on the back. I'll have to fix that later. The next sketchbook idea is my favorite of them all. I'm painting some little paint splatters, just like blobs of paint all over. They're not meant to be uniform in shape or anything. There were a few little mishaps, but
It's a sketchbook.
it's not gonna be perfect. I'm basically going around and adding outlines to the blobs, turning them into characters. I did a self-portrait. That's me. I know what you're thinking.
Ugly?
An uncanny resemblance. I wasn't putting too much thought into each character. I was just kinda scribbling them in, just letting the ideas flow. Oh, and this one's my fiance. You guys always wanted to know what she looks like, and, well, here she is. We make a cute couple, if I must say so myself.
So cute.
I thought about sketching all the blobs as like one character, like maybe a bear. I don't know, but I ended up doing this instead. It's just more fun and creative in my opinion. They're all in my silly, cartoony kind of style. This one's a cursed moose, in honor of Mr. Moosey, who I sold on Facebook Marketplace. I think it's a great way to come up with ideas for original characters. You don't even have to like a single character. You can just mash characteristics of different ones together. Like, oh, I like that nose. Oh, I like those eyes. Oh, I like that butt. Oh, I like that tumor. And just mash them all together. And who knows what kind of freak of nature you'll come up with. I love this little bee who's clearly been working out. I call him Mr. Beast.
My apologies.
I also like how cool this stumpy guy looks.
Bruh.
If you can tell, I have a thing for noses. A lot of these guys have large, pronounced noses. Just like mine. It's an Italian nose. Okay, just give me a minute. This page is fun. I used Posca pen, but you could use paint, smudge pencils, mustard, whatever you have really. Anyways, for my next sketchbook idea, I'm making a photo booth reel. I've never actually used a photo booth before myself, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this picture reel thing at least at some point. Alright, cool. I think that looks like one of those things. I hope. The character in the pictures is one of your guys' favorites. It's Boo Boo, not Bobo. For those of you not familiar, Bobo is the cursed version of Boo Boo that I accidentally made in a Five Below video. In the first picture, Boo Boo is just standing there, smiling, being her usual mischievous crazy self. In the second pic, she's trying to be all cute. She's doing that pose with the hands on the face and the open mouth, faking excitement for the camera. A lot of YouTubers tend to do that. That's the pose she's going for. Cute, cute. I would have drawn Honey next to her, but there's not a lot of space on this sketchbook page. These doodles are very tiny. I'm not the best at drawing small things, so it's not the best looking Boo Boo has ever been. But hey,
It's a sketchbook.
the last one is of Boo Boo looking a little scared. Boo Boo's not scared of much, but even Boo Boo gets slightly uneasy around. Bobo! I couldn't just not include Bobo. Bobo is low-key one of my favorites. So those are all my sketchbook ideas. I hope you were able to get some inspiration from them, whether you're going through art block or just looking for things to do in your sketchbook. It was very nice, very relaxing to just doodle in a sketchbook. I liked it.
Isn't his fiance beautiful? What a lucky guy. Click on the next video if you want me to end up with a gal just like that.